what's up? Red Panda Anthem. Red Panda, what's good?
One of the things you said inside that, it's the first blockchain. Can you break that down?
Yeah, sure. So look, everyone knows crypto. Everyone knows, not everyone knows, even Elon Musk wasn't able to answer the question on SNL, what is Dogecoin? Yeah. I don't know. Nobody knows what this stuff is. But anyway, the blockchain is basically trying to track the provenance of a situation, whether it's a buying of a piece of art or buying a stock or whatever, from the inception to the consummation, right? So, and I just had this realization the other day on the floor when I would buy stock in an open outcry trade, there'd be a guy reporting the transaction. We never transact money in there. I may buy 1 share, 10 shares, 1 million shares. It may have value of $50 or $50 million. I buy it from you. Your word is your bond. You sell it to me. I take your company's name, your badge number, the price of the stock, how many shares, and what time it traded. It used to be put onto a computer card and sent into a machine that tracked that, so that 7 days later, we were able to take the buyer, the seller, and have them send each other money. So I was talking about the way we used to track the transaction, and I realized, holy, that's blockchain, right? We're able to go, because we used to, when we'd have a dispute in a stock, I thought I bought 8,000. You thought you sold me 6. I thought I paid a quarter. You thought you sold them at a half. I'm on the right side. I thought I bought, you sold, but we both bought. I mean, that used to happen in the world. We were able to go back to the videotape. Right? Like that guy on CBS. Remember, let's go back to the videotape. We would be able to go back and track that trade from the moment it happened and everything that happened forward.
We all know long-term investing is incredibly important, but you're an amazing trader. Can you give our audience like 3 tips on how they can become a better trader and become more profitable in this market?
100%. I mean, is my mission. I will say one thing, and disclaimer, I'm not allowed to pick stocks. I'm not allowed to advise people on what they do with their money. But what I heard recently, which is an amazing figure, that if you are 18 years old and you put $250 into the S&P 500 every month, okay, at the age of 60, you'll have $1.8 million if you never look at it again. At the age of 40, you'll have $860,000. Everybody doesn't have $250 to put away. You know, you don't need the next iPhone. We always talk about invest in stocks, not stuff, right? Everyone thinks, well, I need that. I need the next sneaker. I need the next phone. You don't need it. You cut back on Starbucks. Don't buy the iPhone 14. Go buy some Apple stock in the S&P 500, and you will create generational wealth. Yes. That wasn't your question, but I needed to say that because everybody thinks, well, I can't be that person. But that's a fact, right? Cost averaging, is that what it's called? Where you can buy, right? You can put something in the market. Over time, markets go up. Somebody in there said that. Historically, every crash we've had over the last couple of generations have been a better buying opportunity than selling. Over the last 100 years, markets do go from bottom left to upper right. So from an investment point of view, how you doing? From an investment point of view, it's important to invest in yourself and buy stocks, not stuff.
Pete got the energy forever, right?
So the question was, what can I say to help people understand to be better traders? Okay, what is a trader? A day trader. Okay, a trader is someone who's investing in the market short term, buying or shorting the market to make small gains every day that add up to bigger gains every week, bigger gains every month. $100 a day is $500 a week, is $2,000 a month. That's a beautiful thing. It's also a scalable industry. So if you get better than what you do and you don't lose money, then you can become a profitable trader. 9 out of 10 people who trade blow up their trading account. The mistakes that day traders make who are not successful are all the same, okay? They get into a stock because Uncle Herbie told them to buy it. They heard about it on Wall Street Bets or Reddit, or they hope that the stock will go up, or the stock can't go down anymore. Hope, FOMO are not trading strategies.
Yes.
You can't come to me and say, well, I've got 4 winners out of 5. I said, so are you profitable? No, I'm down $8,000. Yeah. Well, how's that possible? Well, I made $100 on 4 trades and I lost $8,000 on the 5th trade. That's not a sustainable trading platform. Okay, so the market gives you these amazing gifts. First of all, there's something called technical analysis, which is the art of charting. What does that do? That puts the probability in your favor. If you use technical analysis, you will have the probability you'll win more times than you lose. Risk management, stop orders. Stock market gives you this amazing tool that you can identify and lock in your loss that you're willing to lose.
Yes.
I'm willing to lose $50 to make $200 every day of the week. It's basic street business. Okay? And if you think of it that way, it's cool. But you cannot go into a trade hoping it goes up, not identifying your downside, because this market, I said, you can be lucky for $1 and wrong for $50. Yeah. We are in a generational market, phenomenal stuff happening, 40 million new traders, but a market that is so volatile. We lost $1.2 trillion in value on Tuesday in a market. People blew up their accounts.
Yeah.
There are people who are here on Monday that are not here today.
Yeah.
Right? Millions of accounts got blown up on that. And I don't want that. I always joked to you. I said, everyone's been invited to this party. For 100 years, you had to be an accredited investor to be involved in the stock market. Right? Rich people got to trade. Okay? What happened in March 2020? Robinhood, Charlie Schwab, trading apps, free trading app. Everybody now with an iPhone and $100 can trade the market. What an amazing opportunity, right? That needs to be curated, embraced, right? And taught, right? That's the greatest gift in the world. Now, you've all been invited to this party. I want you to be successful because 9 times out of 10, the psychology of trading is the most difficult thing to get. Right? There's a voice in your head that thinks, oh, I bought it at 50. It's trading at 51. I don't need to take a profit. I got diamond hands. It's going to 55. You go get you don't use a stop order. You go get a coffee. It's trading at 46. What do? You buy more.
Buy more, yeah.
It's going to 42. You buy more. You're averaging into a bad trade. A bad trade is a bad trade. Okay? Okay. So you average into a bad trade. It goes to 40. You're down 10 grand suddenly. You can't take the pain anymore. You're sick to your stomach. You sell it, and you can bet your bottom dollar it goes right back up to 50. That happens all the time. So advice to a day trader is have a plan when you get into a trade. Use technical analysis. Have a stop order on every trade you do. Learn the rules of the game in anything we do, any kind of business, street business, big business, corporate business, whatever it is. Look, if I wanted to be a pilot, I wouldn't go to Teterboro, ask the guy to give me the keys to the plane, get on the plane, turn it on, and hope it's going to work out. It doesn't end well. Same thing with trading and money. Anything we do, you need to read the book. You need to learn the game. You need to have mentors. You need to find out people who have done it for a while. If I want to learn how to fly a plane, I take the course. I get in the plane with a teacher. I log 180 hours before I ever fly that plane. Same thing here. One of the crazy things is in the market that the trading apps and the firms do not offer education to people. They sell this story. You come in, you give us your money, Robinhood. Nothing against Robinhood, but it's a reality. They don't give them the fact that, oh, I can lose money, right? And now I don't want anyone. So have a plan, use a stop order, use technical analysis, never trade on hope, never trade on FOMO.
Thanks.
I got something, man. As I listen and as I walk through, first let me say I appreciate you for letting me and the trappers in. Right, we in here, y'all.
The trappers on Wall Street.
Yeah, it is. So as I listen, I compare it to the street so much, right? I'm listening to being a good trapper. Like, you have to have risk management, understanding what's going on around you, but the goal is always often to scale. Right? How can I scale whatever it is that I'm doing, but then be around, because we understand that markets go down. We understand that the block get hot, right? So as someone who's been in this game so long, like, what has kept you going, and do you keep learning? Because I'm thinking about like Lehman Brothers, right? So many people scared, so many people wiped out, so many people filled Wall Street with
they were
walking out of here,
right?
Right. How do you stay consistent and stay like active, saying, look, this is what I want to do? Okay. Right? Like, how do you keep that competitive advantage in you that says, yo, this is my game, I will stay here, this is my trap house? How do you keep that?
I appreciate that question. Thank you for that. First thing is be humble. First thing is and I say it all the time, I am a forever student of the market. Okay. I never sit on my haunches thinking I got this, right? There's different challenges we have in life, and if you've had a problem and you've hit a bottom and you try and build your life back, never think you got this, because, you know, Mike Tyson, it's all fun and good till somebody punches you in the face, right? We know that, right? So stay humble and be forever a student of the market. for me, what I've done is I come in here every day, right? My career, look, I started here in '85. My career has not always been successful. I've had some moments in time that were incredibly challenging. And so look, I'll go back. I'll give you a little just piece of history. So my parents are Holocaust survivors, right? They grew up in Eastern Europe. They were Jewish. The Nazis came along. They killed everybody, right? My mother was one of 72 people in her family that were not gassed. My father and mother were in prison for 4 years. They came to America. They found the American dream. They found their life. And what they instilled in me was the importance of the human connection. They instilled in me that it could be worse. That you wake up every morning. Can you imagine? Every morning for 4 years, they used to wake up and there would be 2 dead people lying next to them in the bed. They would wait for somebody next to them to die so they could steal their shoes. If anybody doesn't know what really went on during World War II, check that shit out. My mother would tell me stories, what it was like living in there. She buried 2 of her siblings who died in her arms. So we know what it's like to have challenges historically, geographically, as a people or whatever, right? And so I was taught very early on that you got to get up every morning. It's all a matter of perspective. Whether you feel like it or not, you got to get up and do something special, right? Whether I was talking to this gentleman, David Meltzer, yesterday. He said to me, because, I still, after many, many years, I've been here for a long time, I will still, and I'm doing fun, exciting things. I'm with you guys. This is how my adrenaline, my energy is pure. My motivation is to empower everybody else. That's where I get my energy from. But it was a matter of, he taught me that, you wake up in the morning and you're nervous. Right, I'm still nervous. My daughter said to me, "How do you do it?" She's 25. Like, I get nervous when I go to a meeting or I go to a job or I have to fly to Chicago. I'm 25, and she goes, "Does that ever go away?" And I said, "No." Right, that nervousness, and it should never go away. And I learned from this guy, David Meltzer, who's a powerful motivator. He said, "We think that when we're nervous, that we're not good enough to do what we're about to do. That what we're about to do is not worthwhile or it's something wrong." He said, you flip that on its head. What God is doing when he gives you butterflies in your stomach when you're about to do something that means you're about to change shit up seriously, right? So flip that on its head. Don't feel like you can't do it because you're nervous. That's a sign. Well, it's all about signs, right? We got to go. Look at this. It's beautiful, right? We're out here looking at you. Always keep your eyes focused. When that happens, that means you're about to change the world. So the fact that I wake up every morning with butterflies, I did this morning, right? I had a dream at 5 o'clock this morning that this wasn't going to work out. Right?
Thank God it did.
Yeah, right? It was like nothing was going to shut. Yeah. We're going to get on the floor. Shit was going to go wrong. We wouldn't be able to get this done. And they're like 5 in the morning. I'm going, oh my, well, thank God that was a dream. Because I knew it was going to turn out good.
This that Red Panda Anthem. Ian, what's up? This that Red Panda Anthem. Red Panda, what's good? Red Panda Anthem. Whole clip going up. I know they can't stand